Every December, 1 billion people celebrate Christmas the same way. Warm homes, bright lights, shopping malls, comfort wrapped in tradition. But what happens to Christmas when comfort is impossible? When stepping outside means frostbite in 60 seconds? When the sun doesn't rise for 2 months? When survival itself requires constant attention? 300,000 people still celebrate Christmas in the coldest, darkest places on Earth. Not despite the conditions, because of them. Yakutsk, Longyearbyen, Oymyakon. The coldest city, the darkest settlement, the most remote village. They're about to reveal what Christmas actually means when everything warm gets stripped away. Yakutsk, Russia. 300,000 people living on permafrost that never thaws. December temperatures average -50 Celsius, cold enough that car engines run 24 hours a day because stopping means the oil freezes solid. This isn't a research station. This is a city with families, schools, churches, normal life in impossible cold. Longyearbyen, Svalbard. 2,000 people from 50 nations living at 78 degrees north. From November to late January, the sun never rises. Not for 84 days. Imagine midnight lasting almost 3 months. Polar bears outnumber residents. Every building stays unlocked by law for emergency shelter. Oymyakon, Russia. 500 people in the coldest permanently inhabited place on Earth. The record? -71 Celsius in 1924. Even now, winter averages -50. 2 days of driving from Yakutsk just to arrive. Isolation so complete that leaving means abandoning everything you know. 3 locations where nature says no. 3 communities that said yes anyway. In comfortable cities, Christmas decorates what already exists. Here, Christmas creates what doesn't. The warmth, the light, the gathering, all of it built from nothing, by choice, in conditions designed to break you. One grandmother's unshakable faith, one teacher's deliberate choice, one family's conscious decision to stay. 3 lessons about what survives when everything warm disappears. We begin in Yakutsk, where Ekaterina Ivanova has celebrated 70 Christmases in brutal cold, lost her husband to a frozen night, watched her children flee to warmer cities, and discovered something about faith that the rest of us have forgotten. Ekaterina Ivanova is 73 years old. Born in Yakutsk, never left. 70 winters here, each one a choice to stay. Her apartment is small, Soviet-era building with triple-pane windows and pipes wrapped in insulation. On her kitchen table, 7 candles wait to be lit. On her wall, Orthodox icons passed down from her grandmother. Photographs of her children, her husband. Faces from before the cold took everything. She rises at 5:30 every morning. Prayer first. Always prayer first. Kneeling before the icons despite arthritic knees, whispering words her mother taught her. Then, the slow process of preparing to go outside. Thermal underwear, wool sweater, down coat rated to -60, scarf wrapped 3 times, hat, goggles, mittens, not gloves because fingers together stay warmer. The walk to church is 5 minutes in summer. In December, it takes 12. Not because of distance. Because at 73, a fall on ice could mean death. Because exposed skin freezes in 45 seconds. Because she is alone now. 22 years ago, her husband Dmitry died in the cold. January, minus 55. Their building's generator failed at 2 in the morning. By 6, the interior temperature had dropped to minus 20. Dmitry went outside to start the backup generator. He never came back. They found him in the morning, 15 meters from the house. The generator had started. His heart had stopped. 71 years old, gone. Her children begged her to leave, move to Moscow where her daughter lives, move anywhere warmer, safer, easier. She refused. "Where else would I find God so clearly?" she says, sitting in her small kitchen with tea steaming in the cold air. In comfortable cities, God is an idea, a concept you consider on Sundays between shopping and television. Comfort makes everything optional. Here, God is not optional. When the cold is absolute, when you are 73 and alone and every day presents real danger, faith becomes the only heat that doesn't freeze. Christmas preparation begins in November. Fasting. The Orthodox tradition requires abstaining from meat and dairy for 40 days. In minus 40 cold, your body screams for calories. The fast is genuinely difficult, but Ekaterina keeps it, because easy faith is no faith at all. December 24th, Christmas Eve. The fast ends tonight, but first comes the vigil. The church stands 6 blocks away. Russian Orthodox, white walls, gold domes. Inside, no heating. The church remains as cold as outside. Intentional, traditional. Comfort would cheapen what happens here. At 6 p.m., Ekaterina begins her walk. Full darkness. Temperature minus 48. She moves carefully through the dark toward the light spilling from church windows. Other figures emerge from buildings, old women mostly, some younger families, everyone heading the same direction. Inside, 100 candles burning, the smell of incense, icons gleaming. 50 people gathered, their breath visible in clouds. Standing because there are no pews. Standing because you stand for what matters. The service lasts 2 hours. 2 hours in unheated air. Liturgy in Old Church Slavonic that half the congregation doesn't fully understand, but knows by heart anyway. Ekaterina stands near the front, eyes closed during prayers, voice joining others during hymns, holding her candle for Dmitry, whose flame has not gone out in 22 years. And something happens in that cold church that cannot happen in warm ones. The discomfort becomes sacred. You cannot coast through this service. The cold demands your full presence, your full attention, your full faith. When the choir sings, Ekaterina's face transforms. Peace, joy, a clarity that has nothing to do with temperature. The cold isn't diminishing the experience. It's revealing what was always underneath. After the service, the community gathers in the church hall. Hot tea, bread, fish. Simple food that tastes like abundance after 40 days of abstinence. People embrace. Children laugh. The warmth is real, but it's not coming from radiators. It's generated by the gathering itself. Ekaterina stays for an hour, then walks home. Alone again. Just her footsteps crunching on ice, her breath freezing, the church dome glowing behind her. Back in her apartment, she lights 7 candles, one for each decade of her life. Heats tea, sits in the dim light. People think Christmas is God's gift to us, she says. Warmth, light, joy. something we receive. But here, Christmas is our gift to God, our choice to gather, our choice to fast, our choice to stand in the cold and sing anyway. She pauses. The cold makes every warmth sacred, every light a miracle, every gathering proof that we are more than bodies trying to stay warm. We are souls choosing to burn. Tomorrow, Ekaterina will celebrate Christmas alone. Small meal, candles, prayers. No family, no gifts, no decorated tree. And she will have more Christmas than most people experience in their warmest, brightest, most comfortable celebrations. Because she knows Christmas was never about temperature. It's about what burns inside when everything outside tries to freeze you. 2,000 kilometers north, in a place where the sun doesn't rise for 2 months, a Norwegian teacher discovered that when nature provides no light, humans become the light they're waiting for. Stig Andersen walks through Longyearbyen at 4 in the afternoon. Complete darkness. His headlamp cuts a small tunnel through the black. Around him, the town glows. Windows, streetlights. 2,000 people living at the edge of possible. Stig is 42. He moved here from Oslo 8 years ago. Left a comfortable teaching job in a bright city for this. A one-room school with 80 students from 20 countries. A place where polar bears wander the outskirts. People ask why he came. He tells them he was running from light. In Oslo, light is everywhere. Streetlights, billboards, screens. You forget what real darkness is, what real light is. I wanted to remember. So he came to Longyearbyen, where from November to late January, the sun never rises. 84 days of polar night. The first year nearly broke him. November was manageable. Some twilight, blue light, purple horizons. December was brutal. No twilight, just darkness. He would wake in darkness, teach in darkness, sleep in darkness. His body confused, his mind heavy. By mid-December, he was researching flights back to Oslo. Then, the children saved him. Stig teaches 2nd and 3rd grade. 23 students aged 7 to 9. Norwegian, Russian, Thai, Filipino, German, Polish kids. Children whose parents work temporarily. People who come for 2 years, then leave. The kids were struggling too. The darkness pressing down on everyone. So Stig created structure, ritual, something to hold on to. He called it the Darkness Season Initiative. Week 1, International Food Night. Every family brings traditional Christmas food. Norwegian lutefisk, Russian pelmeni, Filipino bibinka. 23 families gathering, sharing, connecting. Week 2, lantern making. Every child creates a paper lantern. Stars, animals, abstract shapes. Something that holds light. Week 3, the solstice fire. The community gathers. Everyone writes their fear of darkness on paper, then burns it, watching flames climb into black sky. Week 4, We Are the Sun Day. Everyone wears yellow, gold, orange. The whole town becomes a walking sunrise. First year, 40 people showed up. By year 3, 200 people. More than 10% of the entire town. This year is year 8. Tonight is the lantern parade. 53 children stand in the school hallway, each holding a lantern they made, paper glowing from LED candles inside. Everyone different, everyone beautiful. Parents gather, teachers, neighbors, people without children who came anyway because this is what you do here. You show up. Stig stands at the front, wearing a ridiculous bright yellow jacket. On purpose. Ready? He asks. 53 small voices answer in a dozen languages. Yes. Ja. Da. U. Tak. The doors open. The parade begins. A line of lights moving through absolute darkness. Children first, adults behind. Walking slowly down the main street. No cars, no traffic. Just footsteps on ice and soft glow of paper lanterns casting dancing shadows on snow. Someone starts singing, a Norwegian carol. Others join. Then a Russian song, then Filipino. The music mixing, not organized, just spontaneous human sound filling the dark. Above them, the aurora appears, green light rippling across the sky, nature responding to their paper flames. The children stop, staring up, mouths open. It never gets old. It never stops being magic. The parade ends at the community center. Hot chocolate waiting, music playing. The children run, their lanterns hung from the ceiling now. 53 lights swaying, casting patterns on walls, on faces. Stig watches from the corner, still wearing his yellow jacket. A Thai mother approaches, showing him a photo on her phone. This was our Christmas last year, Bangkok. My parents' house, 25 family members, lights everywhere. Stig looks, bright, crowded, warm. Everything Longyearbyen is not. Do you miss it? He asks. She looks at her daughter, 7 years old, dancing with a Norwegian boy and Russian girl, laughing. I miss my family. But this, we created this, together. In Bangkok, Christmas was just there. We joined it. Here, we made it. From nothing. Stig understands exactly. Later, walking home alone, headlamp on, aurora still dancing above, he thinks about when he realized he would stay. Year 2. During lantern making. A Thai child teaching a Norwegian child how to fold paper. Neither spoke the same language. Both laughing, creating together anyway. That's when he understood. We're not waiting for the sun. We are the sun. In southern cities, Christmas lights decorate what's already there. Buildings, trees, streets. You add light to light. Here, Christmas lights are what's there, the only light. You don't add. You create from absolute darkness, from nothing, from the choice to gather and glow together. That's not decoration. That's survival. That's not tradition. That's necessity. That's Christmas as proof that humans can generate what nature denies. Stig reaches his apartment. Small. The window showing only black. He smiles. Tomorrow, the darkness continues. The sun still won't rise. The cold won't ease. The isolation won't end. But tomorrow, 53 paper lanterns will hang in the school. Tomorrow, children from 20 countries will remember they built light together. Tomorrow, the community will be stronger because they didn't wait for conditions to improve. They improved the conditions. Faith sustains. Community creates. But in the coldest permanently inhabited place on Earth, a young family made a decision that reveals the final lesson. Oymyakon holds a record no place wants. Coldest permanently inhabited settlement on Earth. -71 Celsius in 1924. Even now, December averages -50. 500 people live here. Dmitry and Anya Sokolov are two of them. They have 2 children. Misha, 9. Katya, 6. Every morning begins the same way. 5 a.m. Dmitry goes outside to check the truck. The diesel engine has been running for 16 hours already. Because if it stops, the oil freezes solid. The engine cracks. The truck becomes useless until spring. Inside, Anya prepares breakfast. She opens the door to the unheated storage shed. -40 inside. Natural freezer. Fish frozen solid. Meat. Summer vegetables preserved in ice. She takes what she needs. Misha and Katya wake to their parents moving. They know the routine. Dress in bed, under covers. Only when mostly dressed do you leave the blankets. 7 layers minimum for outside. Even for the 5-minute walk to school, Katya needs help with her boots. She's 6. Her fingers aren't strong enough. Anya kneels, checking that no skin shows anywhere. A gap in clothing means frostbite in 90 seconds. "Mama, why is it so cold?" Anya smiles. "Because we live where the earth breathes ice." "But why do we live here?" That answer takes longer than a morning. Oymyakon has 1 school, 20 students total, ages 6 through 16. 1 teacher, 1 room. School cancels only below -55. Today is -52. School is open. Dmitry is a mechanic, the only one in the village. Everyone needs him. Frozen engines, broken generators, cracked pipes. Mechanical failure here doesn't mean inconvenience. It means death. Anya is a nurse, the only medical professional within 200 kilometers. She's delivered 3 babies in the last 5 years. All healthy. All still here. This family could leave tomorrow. Dmitry has job offers. Yakutsk offered double salary 3 years ago. Proper shop, heat, equipment. Anya could work anywhere. Nurses are needed everywhere. She could name her price. The children could attend real schools, sports programs, libraries, internet, friends. They could have heat that doesn't require constant attention. Grocery stores, restaurants, any small comfort most people consider basic. 5 years ago, they almost chose that life. They sat at their kitchen table with job offers spread between them. Good offers, a path to easier living. One question to answer: what do we want our children to learn? We listed what they would gain, Dmitry says now, sitting in that same kitchen. Better schools, warmth, opportunities, access to everything. Then we listed what they would lose, Anya adds. That list was longer. They would lose knowledge of how to prepare for winter, how to identify good firewood, how to store food without electricity, how to read weather by sky, how to understand that nature is force, not playground. They would lose understanding that survival requires attention, that comfort is achievement, not right, that every warm day is earned through preparation. They would lose genuine community, not chosen friends, necessary community, where you check on neighbors because if you don't and something goes wrong, they die. They would lose connection to their grandparents, to Saka, culture that has lived in this cold for thousands of years, to stories and survival knowledge passed down through generations who refused to leave. Most importantly, they would lose the clarity that comes from difficulty. In the city, you can coast, Dmitry says. You can be lazy. Nothing immediately punishes you. Here, if you're lazy, you freeze. If you ignore preparation, you suffer. The cold teaches honesty. Anya nods. We want our children to understand truth, not as idea, as lived experience. So they stayed, not for tradition, not because they couldn't imagine anything else, because they made a calculated choice about what matters. They chose difficulty because difficulty builds strength. They chose isolation because isolation builds genuine connection. They chose cold because cold reveals what's authentic. The decision wasn't romantic. It was clear-eyed. They know exactly what they're giving up. Misha will probably never play organized sports. Katya will probably never take dance lessons. Both will leave eventually. Everyone leaves eventually. Oymyakon is not a place you retire to, but the years here will teach them what comfortable childhood can't, what human beings are actually capable of. December 23rd, 2 days before Christmas. Preparation begins. Anya and Katya make decorations. No store-bought ornaments, everything handmade. Katya cuts shapes from birch bark, stars, trees, animals. Anya helps tie them with thread. They'll hang from the small tree Dmitry cut last week. Scraggly thing, barely a meter tall. One of the only trees that survives this far north. Katya holds up a birch bark star. Mama, is our Christmas poor? Maria showed me pictures from her cousin in Moscow. They have a big tree. So many lights. So many presents. Anya kneels beside her. Maria's cousin bought that star at a store. Someone made it. She doesn't know who. She'll look at it once, then pack it away. You made this star with your hands. You'll remember making it. Every time you see it, you'll remember this day. Sitting with me, cutting bark. That's not poor. That's rich in a different way. But they have more presents. They have more things. We have more presents, more being together, more making, more knowing where everything comes from. Katya doesn't fully understand yet. She's 6, but she will. Christmas Eve arrives. Extended family gathers. Dmitry's parents, Anya's mother, aunts, uncles, cousins. 15 people in a house meant for 4. Crowded. Loud. Warm from bodies, from cooking, from the generator running full power. The table is covered with food. Fish Dmitry caught. Venison from October's hunt. Potatoes and carrots from summer, stored frozen. Bread Anya baked. Tea. Berry jam from July. Nothing from a store. Nothing shipped in. Everything from here. Everything earned. Before eating, they pray. Orthodox tradition. Dmitry's father leads. Gratitude. for surviving another year, for having enough, for being together. After dinner, children perform. Songs memorized at school, poems about winter. Misha plays simple melody on wooden flute his grandfather carved. Adults tell stories about harder winters, colder nights, times when temperature dropped to -65 and they burned furniture for heat, times when supply trucks couldn't get through and the village survived on stored food for 3 months. Not sad stories, proud stories, survival stories, proof that humans are tougher than cold. Gift exchange happens last. No wrapped presents, no surprises. Everything practical, necessary. Dimitri's father gives Misha a knife, hand-forged. You're old enough now. Anya's mother gives Katya new mittens, rabbit fur lined with wool. These will last 3 winters. The children give their parents the birch bark ornaments. Dimitri and Anya hang them on the tree immediately, eye level, where everyone can see. By midnight, cousins sleep on the floor. Adults still talking, drinking tea. The conversation quiet now, comfortable. Dimitri's father asks the question he asks every year. Still thinking about Yakutsk? Dimitri smiles. Still getting offers. And? Dimitri looks at his sleeping children. This is what I want them to remember. That their parents chose what mattered over what was comfortable. That we taught them Christmas isn't what you buy, it's what you build. Together, from whatever the land gives. Anya adds, in the city, Christmas is performance. Here, Christmas is proof. Proof we choose each other. Proof we can create warmth when nature provides only cold. Proof we're still human, even when being human is hard. Family members slowly bundle up, prepare for cold walks back to their houses. Everyone within 500 meters. Everyone reachable. Everyone part of the same survival. Do you ever regret it? Anya asks when everyone has left. Staying? Yes. Dimitri is quiet for a moment. Every winter there's a day I regret it. When the cold is unbearable and the truck won't start, and I think about radiator heat and grocery stores and all the easy things we gave up. And then I watch Misha learn, or Katya help with firewood, or the family gather around food we grew and caught and made. And I remember why we stayed. Not in spite of the cold, because of it. Because difficulty is the only teacher of what's authentic. Christmas morning, -54, cold enough that school is canceled. They stay inside, light the small tree, drink tea, play simple games. No television, no internet, no distractions, just presence, just being together. Just the warmth they create in the coldest inhabited place on Earth. That evening, Anya asks the children a question. If you could live anywhere, where would you choose? Misha answers immediately. Here. Katya thinks longer. Can I visit Moscow? Maybe someday. But live here? Yes. Anya asks why. Katya's answer is simple. 6-year-old simple, but completely true. Because here, everyone stays together. Because we make everything ourselves. Because it's authentic. She doesn't have words yet for what she's learned. That choosing hardship for right reasons is choosing to preserve what matters. That easy paths lead to soft lives. That strength comes from difficulty faced together. But she will. Because her parents are teaching through lived experience, not lecture. This is the third lesson. Faith provides internal heat when external warmth is impossible. Community creates light when nature provides only darkness. And choice determines everything. Every comfort you choose makes the next comfort easier. Every hardship you choose makes the next value stronger. They could have chosen warmth. They chose meaning. They could have chosen ease. They chose truth. They could have chosen comfort. They chose to stay human. In the coldest inhabited place on Earth, where Christmas happens in brutal cold, a family proves that the impossible becomes normal when you choose what matters over what's easy. And their children will carry that lesson forever. Long after they leave. Long after the cold becomes a memory. They will know what genuine warmth is, because they learned it in a place where fake warmth doesn't exist. 3 locations, 3 lessons. Faith, community, choice. But these aren't fairy tales. These are genuine people in places you can visit. These places exist. You can visit. Not easily, but accessibility and impossibility are different things. Yakutsk. Flights from Moscow, 9 hours, 2 to 3 daily. English is limited. You'll need a guide. Best time, late December through early January. Coldest temperatures. Peak cultural activity around Orthodox Christmas on January 7th. Difficulty, medium. Tourist infrastructure exists. Hotels with heat, tour operators. Cost, $2,000 to $3,000 for 5 days. Longyearbyen. Flights from Oslo, 3 hours. Daily service. The town speaks English. More than 50 nationalities here. Best time, December for darkness season festivals or late January for sun return celebration. Difficulty, easy. Most accessible Arctic settlement on Earth. Hotels, restaurants, safety protocols. This is extreme cold made tourist friendly. Cost, $3,000 to $4,000 for 1 week. Expensive, but infrastructure is excellent. Oymyakon. No commercial flights. No hotels. Must arrange private tour from Yakutsk. 2-day drive each way. Best time, January only. December too dangerous without extreme cold experience. Difficulty, extreme. No tourist infrastructure. Serious risk. Guide mandatory. Physical fitness required. Cost, $5,000 to $8,000. Specialized operators only. You pay for survival support. What does this cold actually feel like? Your breath freezes instantly, creating ice fog around your face. Your eyelashes frost white after 30 seconds. Touch metal with bare skin and it adheres. Frostbite begins. Your skin sticks. Glasses fog, then freeze. Useless. Your eyes water and tears freeze on your cheeks. Every breath hurts. Your nasal passages freeze. The air feels thin, though it's not. Exposed skin burns within 60 seconds. Actual tissue damage. Frostbite starts as white patches, then numbness, then permanent damage. But with proper gear, you survive. 7 layers minimum. Merino wool base. Down insulation rated to -40 or colder. Windproof shell. Goggles. Face mask. Vapor barrier boots. Mittens, not gloves. With this, you function outside for 15 to 30 minutes. Then you need shelter. You will experience cold. You will be uncomfortable. You will understand why people respect winter. You will not die if you're prepared and careful. Essential rules. Never go outside alone. Always tell someone your route. Carry emergency heat packs. No frostbite signs. White skin, numbness. If you see these, get inside immediately. Respect local advice. If someone who lives there says don't go outside, don't. Cultural respect matters. These are homes, not attractions. Ask permission before photographing people. Dress modestly in Orthodox churches. Don't waste heat or resources. Leaving doors open or running water unnecessarily are serious offenses here. Learn basic Russian phrases. Outside Longyearbyen, English is rare. Don't take unnecessary risks for photographs. Locals will judge you harshly for carelessness. Rightfully. Is it worth it? Honest answer, physically demanding. You will be uncomfortable. You will be cold despite gear. You will be challenged. It's expensive, potentially dangerous if careless. But if Christmas has lost meaning for you, if commercialization has emptied the season, if you want to understand what celebration looks like when it costs something genuine, if you want to experience faith that doesn't freeze, community that creates light from darkness, families that choose values over ease, then yes, worth it. You'll return different. Not because you survived extreme cold, because you saw what's possible when people strip Christmas to its essence. You'll understand that warmth isn't temperature, light isn't lumens, community isn't proximity. You'll know. The best things cost something. Meaning requires difficulty. Genuine celebration comes from choosing to gather when staying apart would be easier. Full resource list in the description. Tour operators, gear recommendations, safety protocols, emergency contacts. We started with a question. What happens to Christmas when warmth and light are impossible? The answer. Christmas becomes what it always was underneath. The decorations and shopping and manufactured coziness. Faith. Community. Choice. Ekaterina taught us that external comfort is temporary, that purchased warmth isn't warmth, that genuine heat comes from faith that doesn't freeze. She stands in an unheated church for 2 hours because difficulty makes the gathering sacred, because easy faith is no faith at all. Stig showed us you don't wait for light when you live in darkness. You become it. 53 children with paper lanterns proving humans can generate what nature denies. Community isn't something you join, it's something you build, deliberately, together, in the dark. Dmitry and Anya proved that every choice teaches your children what matters. Choose comfort and you teach that ease is the goal. Choose difficulty for the right reasons, and you teach that meaning costs something. That being human means choosing what's hard because it's true. 3 places, 3 families, 3 lessons. But here's what matters. You're not in -40 cold right now. You're probably comfortable. Warm room, soft chair, no immediate danger. So the cold doesn't apply to you. Right? Wrong. The cold reveals what's already true everywhere. It just forces honesty. What have you sacrificed for comfort? What traditions abandoned because they required effort? What community outsourced to screens because gathering in person was inconvenient? What values postponed because living them was harder than talking about them? You don't need -40 to strip Christmas to its essence. You just need honesty. What would your celebration look like if you couldn't buy it? If you had to build it from relationships and effort and actual presence? If the only warmth came from people you chose to gather with? What would remain? That's your genuine Christmas. Everything else is decoration. Ekaterina lighting candles alone in a cold apartment has more Christmas than most people experience in their warmest, brightest, most expensive celebrations. Because she knows what we forgot. Christmas was never about temperature, never about abundance, never about comfort. It was always about this: choosing to create light when darkness is absolute. Choosing to generate warmth when cold is certain. Choosing to gather when isolation would be easier. Choosing to stay human when conditions try to make you less. The coldest places on Earth don't take Christmas from people. They give it back in its original form. Stripped of everything that doesn't matter, revealing everything that does. Faith that survives when comfort dies. Community that creates what nature denies. Families that choose meaning over ease. This is what Christmas becomes when you can't fake it. This is what Christmas was before we covered it in lights and plastic and convenience. This is what Christmas still is, if you're willing to see it. Extreme cold reveals what Christmas actually means. So does honesty. So does effort. So does choosing the hard thing because it's authentic. You don't need to visit these places to learn this. Though if you do, full resources are in the description. But the lesson is available anywhere. Strip away what's easy. Build what's genuine. Choose what matters. That's Christmas. That's what survives when everything warm disappears. And it turns out, that's enough. More than enough. If this changed how you see Christmas, there are more impossible places where truth lives. Subscribe to see where humans made the unlivable into home, where the impossible became normal, where difficulty revealed what matters. Next, the Sahara, where humans survive 50-degree heat that makes metal too hot to touch. Same question, different impossible place, every time.